I want to say it's all sunshine and rainbows, but when is that the case? If you've been following iPhone leaks like a hawk, then you know the iPhone 12 Pro was set to come with a 64-megapixel camera. But Apple engineers pressed the abort button. Hi guys, Alina here. Welcome back to Need to Know. Today I was thinking, how many sequels can you do until you realized you've lost your way and have to go back to your roots? In Apple's case, around 7. Since iPhone 4, Apple has been experimenting, adding and replacing. With iPhone 12 Pro, it seems they finally nailed the design and more. As with every Need to Know video, we dug deep into the rumor pile so you guys can have an honest idea about what to expect this fall from Apple. If you're new to the channel and want to read about other Apple products like iPads and MacBooks, just go to TechTheLead.com, our website. But coming back to the iPhone 12 Pro, this phone is just one of 4 Apple's been planning to launch this year. Whether it's going to happen in September or October, that's no way to tell. And well, delays are understandable. So long as they don't cancel it, we're golden, especially since we want to see iPhone 12 Pro on the market with our own eyes, outside the renders. It's maybe the best looking iPhone yet, and that's saying something. We've had half a year to warm up to the square camera and even more to the notch. The frosted back won us over without even trying to, so it feels like nothing was missing. The iPhone 12 looked and felt great. But Apple's a perfectionist, and trial and error is their favorite way to test our limits. So they went back to their first designs and realized the iPhone 4 and especially 5 had 2 winning features: flat edges and a fingerprint-free back. So why not bring them back? Yup, iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max will be a mix of all the things that made iPhones great. Flat metallic edges and a frosted back in a new color, navy blue. Yes, we'll have to deal with the square camera again, but with even more reason now, as it hosts LiDAR and the notch will be even slimmer. In the lineup, you'll also see a smaller iPhone 12 and 12 Max, which will come at 5.4 and 6.1 inches. How will you tell the difference? These ones are still gonna carry a dual camera on the back. Besides, the pastel colors are a dead giveaway. The OLED displays were bumped up big time. Both Pro versions at 6.1 and 6.7 inches will be ProMotion, meaning they're getting a 120 Hz refresh rate. Yes, this is huge, especially for you Apple Arcade fans. And before you ask, Apple did think about the battery and our sanity, so expect a 4,400 mAh cell, which is not only bigger but will suffer less because you'll have dynamic refresh rate. You, my dear iPhone user, will get to decide when and how to enjoy those 120 Hz. Bad news is the regular iPhone 12 and 12 Max will be sticking to 60 Hz, but at least Apple is saying bye to LCD screens for good. All iPhones will have OLED displays. I'd love to say it's all sunshine and rainbows, but when is that the case? If you've been following iPhone leaks like a hawk, then you know the Pro iPhones were set to come with a 64-megapixel camera, which, to be honest, would make sense when you think who they're competing with. Huawei P40 Pro and Samsung S20 Ultra, 2 monster phones. But Apple engineers don't feel like they could pull it off. In their tests, the dual-pixel autofocus performed less than ideal, so they ditched it and, with a heavy heart, turned back to the trusty old 12-megapixel main camera. Pain. That's definitely a bummer, and I won't blame you if you riot. But before you do, there's a consolation prize to consider. Well, several actually. Improved low-light capabilities and EIS, and improved white balance. That's gonna be really obvious when you start taking portraits. And by the way, if you love taking portraits, maybe more than any nature shot, then listen to this. iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max could take portrait mode videos too, thanks to that LiDAR sensor. The telecamera would get new powers too. Imagine 3 times optical zoom instead of just 2, and night mode skills just like the wide-angle camera has. What about periscope? Sorry guys, just like the 64-megapixel lens, it's not in the cards this time around. Most likely, we'll see it happen with the 2022 models. Oh, and we heard Mini LED tech is not coming to Apple devices either. Not this fall, probably the next one. But let's go back to improvements. That's the key word here after all. You can expect better, improved smart HDR, digital zoom from 10 times to 30 times, and everything audio. Beamforming, mic clarity, the works. Face ID will also track facial features better and even might work in all orientations. This means you lay down horizontally and keep the iPhone vertically, you'll still be able to unlock your iPhone with your face. And the tech has been shrunk so much that you'll see a visibly slimmer notch. Interested in the hardware? That's not as thrilling as camera features, true, but it's the backbone of any phone. So the latest chip from Apple, the A14, will give life to all 4 new iPhones. But only the Pro versions will count on 6 GB of RAM, the other 2 running on 4 GB. 5G will spread on all iPhones like peanut butter on toast, but the basic iPhone 12 models will have the mid-band version, and the Pro will get the newest millimeter wave tech. I don't know about you, but to me it seems that the iPhone 12 Pro phones will finally be mature, well-rounded iPhones that we all hoped for. That will translate into the price too. There's gonna be a $400 difference between the iPhone 12 and its Pro brother. If the basic iPhone 12 will sell for $650 or so, the Pro will reach the $1,000 mark and the Max will surpass it. With $100, not more, but enough to burn your pockets. Will you be able to resist it, or will you skip a generation and see what 2021 brings? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more videos like this. Stay safe, guys!